Hello everyone, and thank you for coming to my new live stream today. So who are we? Hi Mia, hi Cillian, and hi Felipe, who's saying I'm pretty love your work. Thank you so much. And I'm just starting to create my own CC with your help. That's great. That's very brave, and I hope you can do what you want to do. So I'm double live streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So I will sometimes read questions out loud from people. If you don't see it, it's because it's in the other chat. So thank you so much for everyone for coming today. I have been wondering what I was going to create with you guys today, because I had no idea what could interested you, and also I'm working on a big project that I'm going to show you that I'm very proud of, but it's not quite finished yet. It was not something I wanted to work with you because I'm not sure exactly how I will be able to do it, so there is a lot of reflection and thinking about it, and that would be boring, and I'm not sure I can talk, think, entertain all. I'm not very good at multitasking when there's some thinking in it. Hi Fallen Seraphim, thank you so much for coming here. I still don't know what to do with my hair. It's been 2 weeks now that I have cut it, and I don't know how to touch it. So, yeah. So, Tulisita, you said that you have a question. So what's your question? Maybe I can help you. And in the meantime, I'm going to launch the game and show you what is my current set. Actually, I have 2 current sets right now. So that's why I didn't know which one I wanted to work with. So we are going to go easy today. We are going to work. There's no S on Skylights. I love Skylights. There's very few options in game from base game. I think there's one from Get Together, but anyway. I love your new hair, by the way. Thank you so much. It's actually very nice because takes so less time of taking care of it. Is it either for brushing or drying? It's so much easier. So yes, I did mention you, Felipe. Thank you. So what are you making today? So today we are making some windows, and more specifically skylights. So I'm going to let me put this. I'm going to launch the game to show you what is my current set. And as I said before you arrive, guys, I'm working on two sets at the moment. There's one who's very easy, it's windows and doors and skylights, and one that is more difficult, and there is a lot of thinking, and this is something that has never been done before by anyone, and took me some thinking today, had some failure, and finally succeeded to do what I wanted to do. But because it's very complicated and it has a lot of thinking and also mathematics, I don't know how to pronounce that. Well, it wouldn't be a good subject for a live stream, because you know I wouldn't be able to split my brain and being able to think, and at the same time, you know, answering question and kind of. I see you from Cuba. Oh, nice. I've been to Cuba. I think it was in 2011. It was amazing. I really liked it. Good evening, Momadek. How are you? I hope you feel better with everything that happened to you with your dogs and your kids. So Cholicita says there are some objects that are showing some straight lines. Why is that? So this could be many reasons. I think it depends on which kind of lines are you talking about. The best way would be to go in my Discord and post a screenshot so I can have a look at it. It could be some artifacts from your video card. It could be because of SSAO, which means something ambient occlusion. Could be if you actually making a CC and you have some strange line, it could be because you didn't replace the normal and specular map from the original item you have been cloning. So Mohammed X says things haven't gotten better, but I'm trying to push through. Thanks for asking. Wow, I really hope things will get better and that you can, you know, get over it, and or especially with your kids being involved. So actually Mohammed had a very sad story about dogs. I think it was attacking sheep, goats, I don't remember. So she can't keep them now, something like that, something very sad. Yes, I have a poll going on, but I'm going to stop it because I have no idea what a poll is supposed to do. Okay, let me give 2 minutes to deactivate this poll because I have no idea how it works. Yes. Okay, so the game is very, very slow because I just updated. I might have some issues with the 2 mode. I think I didn't remove it. So let's hope the UI is not too messed up by the latest update. So Cillian says, my kitty is getting better. I've doubled her tube feeding, so she's gaining weight again. Oh, that's good news. And kitty, if the kitty is eating, I guess. Oh no, she's probably eating by her tube, I guess. But that's cute. It's cute. The kitty, yes. Cute. Goats. Yes, goats. That's that. So where I'm going to go here to show you guys what I've been working on and what are we going to do today and what is my big secret project. So this is my sim self, this is me, and so yes, the UE is a little bit broken, but that sounds not too important. So let me show you my new set of, let's have some lights. My new sets of windows and doors. It would be some like this, and I have short and medium. Let's go here. Medium and tall. Yay! Game was very loud. How can I change this? Okay, maybe like here. Would you? Hopefully it won't be too sorry. So do you play also? Yeah, I do play, but I have some it really depends. Like sometimes I like to play like for a full week. I don't create CC anymore. I'm just playing, and sometimes I just don't touch the game for 3 months. So I'm very irregular at playing, but I do play. This is not the one with who I'm playing. This is my test, one of my test house to test my CC. My actual game, like my legacy game, is another load because sometimes I hit play to test some stuff, and if I have my legacy family, where when I come back to them they're old because too much time have passed. So I don't use the same save for my testing that for my legacy family. Do you play with mods? Yes, of course. Although the only CC I have are mine because it's easier to make screenshots because WCIF, like WCIF, like where can I find question, can be pretty overwhelming when you're doing previews and everything. So it's just easier if I use only my CC. So I just can say like everything in my screen is mine. So you can just look for it in my website. I just loaded the windows you made. Thank you. Yeah, her jaw is still wired shut while it hits the brake. Oh, actually, that's kind of what happened to me because I had jaw surgery and I had my jaw wired for 2 weeks. I was eating liquid. Anyway, so this is my new set. So this is some metal doors, arch doors, with short, medium, tall, and we have copper, silver, white, and black, and green, and blue. I like blue. That's nice. Cool. I have so much to see, but mostly you just use yours. Thank you so much. Oh, I love it when people use mine. I spend so much time. Sometimes some people post some screenshot from the games, and I just like spotting like if there's one item from me. So this was my, like, actually when I was working on my previous set, the one I just posted last weekend, so it was the gala set. So this one. So when I was working on this one, I have a photograph I use for inspiration where is it? I don't have it anymore. Where is it? There was or maybe I moved it. Yes. So I was using this picture as inspiration for the sofas, and I spotted those gorgeous windows and I thought they were really, really nice. So that's why I wanted to create them. Do you have any issues with the stream freezing? Like, I know last week we had some problem with some freeze, but today it tells me that everything is okay. So, oh, hi Ravashin, thank you so much for dropping. So Ravashin is on the YouTube team. Where's your cat? My cat is, my boyfriend is watching television, so my cat is on his laps. Because, you know, when we arrived, actually, I moved into my boyfriend's house. My cat was very not nice with my boyfriend, and my boyfriend didn't like her. And after 6 months now, they're best friends. So she probably likes him more than me now. So hi, today was the update for Procreate where you can paint 3D things to your sync. It would be helpful for CC making for iPad. I have no idea. I've never had an iPad. I'm not a big fan of Apple products, but I just read on the TSR Discord that it was actually only for the latest version of iPad. So you kind of need to have the latest version of iPad, which I think costs a lung. So yeah, probably very, very much. Anyway, and I missed your stream, Rava, last night. Was it last night or the day before? Because, well, I fell asleep. I wanted to come. I put an alarm to it. And anyway, it's good that you are here, Ravashin, because there is actually something I wanted to show you, which is part of my big project. So maybe you have guessed with the image I posted on Tumblr and Instagram, but I have made spiral stairs. It's almost functional. It's functional, but it's almost functional. So basically they are lifts. So I'm using the tuning from Ravashin from the lift, and they are in two parts. So I didn't make the texture yet. So there's only the model. I will work on the texture tomorrow. So basically you put the bottom part here. I will need short one first, short wall for the moment, because I didn't finish my item. I need to. And then you put the top floor, and voila. And now if I ask my sim to go upstairs, it will go by herself. Yes. So there is no animation. There's no actual animation climbing the steps of the stairs, but she can go upstairs and I have no idea where I'm clicking. I want to go here. And now we can have spiral stairs thanks to ravishing. So basically I will make those spiral stairs for short, medium and tall wall. And there is one top and three bottom depending on the height of the walls. And I will make several models. So yeah, I love ravishing. I love ravishing too. And she's my best friend. That's a game changer, incredible. Thank you so much. And once again, it's thanks to ravishing with her awesome tuning. So it's not perfect because, you know, there's no animation, and I hope I will one day be able to do that. But in the meantime, it's better than nothing. So this one is a modern one. It will have some wooden and concrete version, and I will mix and match, so you will have like white with wood or all wood or all white or things like that. And I have a picture for inspiration. No, I do not. I only have this one for the moment. It's the one I use for this one. But I'm planning on doing an industrial one, so that will be all metal, and so something that could fit with my industrial building sets. And I will make a wooden one. And if I am not too tired and sick of it, because the cutout here is very, very annoying to do. It's probably, actually, it's the cutout is probably the most difficult part of it. I will maybe do a classic one, something marble, something. Oh, hi, happy seeing. Hi, hello everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome in my stream. Yeah, hi. Thank you for the follow, Claude. Yes, so definitely I can't say enough. This is all ravishing. I wouldn't be able to do this without her tuning. So she's amazing. Thank you so much for the follow, and welcome everyone. So there it is, and maybe later I'll probably add more. Like maybe this is something that I will come with more. I also wanted to do something with glass, something maybe one that could be even more narrow, because I think this one is kind of six. Well, well, it's big. It takes a lot of space. I like having some very small, like I like my lift, the glass lift, because it's only one tile. So maybe I could make, maybe the industrial one will be smaller. I hope so. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. Thank you everyone. Welcome everyone. So here's the plan, or at least it's the plan for tomorrow. So tomorrow we do the texture for this one. I will try to do the industrial one. Then I will do a wooden one, but wooden will be something that could go with my anisette, so something kind of rustic. Was it rustic? Like not too modern, something that could be used in a farm or in a chalet or something like that. Thank you for the photo. Spinning the moonlight. This looks amazing. Thank you so much. How long have you been making Sissy? I think it's been a year and a half now. I started during the first lockdown, so it was in April of 2020, I think. So here we go. So yeah, it's not really 4x4. I think it's bigger than that. Let's put it. Okay, that's. Let's putting it again. So the footprint is actually 6, but it takes, as you can see, a lot of space. Might be even more 3x3. So you put the bottom and then you put the floor, the top, like this. You have to make match. And ta-da! I love it. Let's bring some light. So once again, I will work on the texture tomorrow. How did I not know you got affiliate already? Actually, that's thank you so much for your subscription. You're my first subscriber. I have become an affiliate after Sunday's last Sunday stream, I think. Stair that feels small space would be good because the seam stairs. Yes, definitely. I guess you were saying the seam stairs are big or takes a lot of space. But yeah, I will definitely try to make one version smaller. Especially since seams don't actually climb them. Okay, for people who just arrived, those stairs are semi-functional, meaning the seams can actually go by itself downstairs, as you can see, but they work like my lifts because they are using ravishing tuning, so they just disappear and reappears at the entrance of the stairs. So there is no actual animation, but they're working. Like the scene can autonomously go up and down and just, you know, take the stairs. And you can actually mix and match. That's something, that's a side effect I'm not responsible for. So that's completely not real, but yeah. If I put a lift here, because the seams will take the shortest path. So if I put a lift here, it will take the stairs. And yes, leave from the lift, but anyway, it's not really. It's something. No, wait for you to steal your idea and make it a Spiraster kit. Well, I'm sure. I hope so. I hope so. EA could actually make some real Spirasters, you know, with animation and everything. They got everything to do it. They have teams and the codes, because I have to do with what I got in hand. So, you know, I have to make it in 2 parts. I'm pretty sure it is possible to make an object cut out the top floor, because it's what does a stairs. Like when I'm placing a stair, it actually cuts the top floor. So I guess it would be possible, and actually cut it very, very badly. Why it doesn't? You see how this is ugly? I put it something to hide the cutout, but they didn't. That's not really nice. Can we hide it? We can't even hide it. Yep. It's not good work, EA. Stairs that fit small. No, I already read that. Oh, I just got on. What did I miss? Oh no, you seem so unhappy. It's fine. She's the test Sims. So you miss my my future big project, which are spiral stairs, working spiral stairs. Anyway, so today we are going to make some skylights. So I'm going to remove this for now. We can have a look later. And let's bring some lights and rise those walls. So I have started set with windows and doors that was inspired by a picture I used as references in my previous set, the Skylight set from the living room sets. And I made those windows and doors. So they have 1 tile, 2 tiles, doors and window. And I took some references that I really liked because I wanted to add some skylights. But I'm sick of round skylights. I already have a lot of round skylights, I think. What do I have at Skylight for now? I have this. I have this. This reminds me of X-Men, you know, where the space cruiser get off. I have this one. I have the round one. No, this one I already put. I have this one, which is probably one of my favorites. Oh no, this one is one of my favorites. And I have this one. But I like this reference because it's not round. It's like a leaf size. So I like this one. I also wanted to make a big one like this, so you can have a whole living room, as if this would be very nice in a modern house in like Sulani, for example. Hopefully the new kit will have new outdoor plants because there are too few old ones, and though there are many. Yes, I think the new kit seems to have a lot of plants. I don't know how many there's in it. But yeah, what I don't like about the base cake plants is that usually the pots are very styled. They have a very strong style. So sometimes you like the plant, but you know, because of the pot, the planter doesn't look that nice. When will be available this new project? I'm aiming this weekend. I'm not sure I will be able to finish everything because it also depends on if I will encounter some trouble, because sometimes, you know, I think, oh, that will be easy, but then I'm struggling on something and spending more days. So for now I'm aiming to release the spiral stairs on Sunday if everything goes fine, and also because I have restarted Cyberpunk. So I already finished the game, but I don't know, I was thinking about it lately and I missed it, and I just restarted a new playthrough. So I'm kind of hooked to this game, even if it could be better, but it's nice. Comes to mind the witch house windows, which are too few. Witch house? Which witch house? Yeah, they should make a gameplay kit for spiral stair. Would be useful. That would probably be the best kit they could make, but they never listened to us. So that would be amazing for me, because I would have some base items that I could clone. Although I usually don't like cloning some DLC item, because I like my item to be available for everyone. So if I'm using a DLC item to work, then people will need to have this kit to use my CC, which I don't like, because I don't want, you know, to advertise EA. Anyway, so let's start, shall we? So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to first exit the game, is I'm going to clone a Skylight that I have already used, but I'm going to explain how I created this file, because by default a base game Skylight doesn't exist, so you have to make it. It's easy and it's not at the same time. So let me explain. So first I will launch Sims 4 Studio. Yeah, here. And if you have any question, if you want me to slow down, if you want to talk about anything, even if it's not CC, please ask. It's Tuesday streams are chill. They are less like straight to the point, like the one on 10 days. So please don't hesitate if you have any question about anything. So because it's the first time I'm launching Sims 4 Studio with the update, I need to wait for the Sims 4 Studio to update as well. Yes, so much suspense. So basically what I'm going to do is using the height, because in-game the floor has some width. I'm going to use that. So Gloria said, how is your day? Actually my day is over because it's 10 p.m. here, but my day was very, very, very good. I started my therapy again for my knee today and it went well, so no pain, so I guess it's a good start. My control panel is messed up with the update. Was yours? Are you talking about the interface of your game? Because if yes, mine was too. I think it's probably my mod from Twisted Mixie, because they use some UI changes, so every time there's a big update, usually it breaks them, so they're working on it. I know some people ask if they are already updated, but it takes time, I guess, and they're probably not even the right time zone. Salut, bonjour Charlotte, thank God you better. Which part of France you are from? I'm originally from Paris, but I now live in Bordeaux, or in the suburbs of Bordeaux. What is it taking so long? Oh, hey. Done. So, Simi has only one decorative window that can be put on the floor. It came with the Dream Island. Oh, that's right. That's Dream. I thought Get Together had one too. Not sure. Maybe not. Do they have? No, they don't. Oh no, Get Together is dancing floor, I think. Oh no, right. Thought so. So dance floor, I think they're from Get Together. But they are for dancing. They're not really Skylights. Beautiful cities. Yes. Yes, Bordeaux is amazing. I'm very happy I left Paris. I kind of escaped Paris, basically. Anyway, so I'm going to use, but I don't have one because this one, I could clone this one, but this one doesn't have a glass texture, so I need one. So I will go and look for something I can clone. So I will look for example, my Sekare set. I think it was that one. Nope, part one. Yes. So I'm using this one. I'm going to copy in my Recolorables folder like this. So then when I'm relaunching Sims 4 Studio and create 3D mesh in my custom, it will be here. So here, Rose Skylight. All right. So we are going to call it, what are we going to call it? Because it's kind of look like a drop, I think, or leaf. What do you think, guys? And by the way, if we want to recreate this very nice roofing, we probably need to do it from two sides, from both sides. We'll try it later. Beautiful, I like it. Thank you. I really like it. I like the mix of concrete and you know, mosaic tiles. So let's call it leaf. I think leaf. It looks like leaf. So leaf skylights. So this was the item I made. So basically, it's an item I used. The sim resource workshop. So TSRY. To remove the drop shadow, because I don't like drop shadows. They're very annoying to do. And I kept only one Fang and Fang Alpha, so I have opaque mesh cut and a transparent mesh cut. And to create a skylight, you will need to edit the footprint. So if you go in the footprint and go in object polygons, you will have here 0.32, which is actually the cutout we are using. So it's very easy. We just toggle Terrain cutout. And here we will have to edit the point list. So this is all the coordinates of X, and it's not Z, it's Y actually. They made a mistake. And this will create the cutout for our round. So this one is very precise because it's a round one, so I had to enter manually the coordinate, the 32 coordinate of this circle. So we are going to do the same for our shape, but our shape is simpler, so we probably have a little less than 32. So for now we are going to create first the model, and I'm going to export it so I can keep the proportion. With what is especially important in Skylight is the height, so it can match exactly the top floor and the roof when you are under. Even if you basically rarely look up, in case you are doing some screenshot, it might matters. So let's call it Leaf Skylight. I don't know if you are hearing my boyfriend laughing in the background, but I think his movie is very funny because he's laughing a lot. It's kind of how do you say? I don't know, make me laugh. So I don't need the glass for now, so I'm going to hide it, this one. And you can see if I go in the front view, that will be our reference for the height. So I'm going to activate the screencast key, which means that everything I will hit on the keyboard, you will be able to see. So you can see which shortcut I'm using. I heard him laugh, yes. She's watching, it's a French movie, it's Amélie Poulain. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if it's famous outside France. It's a kind of, it's not old, but it's old. What year is it? Amélie Poulain. It's 2001, so it's 20 years old, I think. This movie, I don't know if you know it. Yeah, I love that movie. That's nice. I had no idea it was actually famous, or I don't know, it was just exported in other countries. I did, and I'm from Portugal. Well, that's good. It's a bit cliche, especially the view of Paris. It's very often in movies that they make Paris very, very cliche. But I've heard of it but never seen it. At least no. That's my favorite movie, really. So Charlotte is asking if she can ask a question about normal map. So yes, Charlotte, you can ask your question. It's popular in New Year's. Oh, really? I had no idea. I had no idea it had been exported. Donc oui, Charlotte, tu peux poser ta question. Si c'est trop long à expliquer, je te redirigerai vers mon tutoriel, parce que j'ai fait un tutoriel qui est très précis sur les normal maps. Donc dis-moi et je vais voir en fonction de ce que tu me demandes. Anyway, so I'm just scrolling around my Skylight. So I will start by creating a cube. So Shift A, cube. I haven't think about how big I want the skylights to be. So let's see. Maybe just two tile, maybe? I think. Let's try 2 tile. So Y is already 2 tile, so SX is cut by half. And then I'm going to put this on top here. So it matches my model. And for the moment, I'm going to delete the bottom because I'm going first to do the outline on top and then I'm going to do the bottom. So it will be easier. So there is this Charlotte in the YouTube who's asking me something in French. So let me translate. J'essaie de faire des CC pour les vêtements, mais je comprends pas la normal map, genre la dimension 1024, je sais pas, mon UV ne rentre pas et je scale pour la faire rentrer et du coup ça fait bizarre dans le jeu, sorry si je te dérange. So she's asking, because she's making CC for CIS, and in CIS it works differently, it works a little bit differently. I'm sorry, Charlotte, that would be a little bit complicated to explain, especially since I don't make CIS item, but I do understand what you're talking about. I don't know if you do understand me. But yeah, that could be complicated to explain, especially since I don't have anything to show you now. So I invite you to go on my Discord and ask your question tomorrow, and tomorrow I will answer you. I can even answer you in French. That will be easier maybe for you to understand. So we are going to add a circle here and a circle here. So I'm going to add, well, a circle, and the more point I will have, the more precise it will be, and we will have to redo this cutout later again for actually making the cutout for the footprint. So I'm going to so this might be, let's try it like this. Okay, I first need to reduce it by half, and this sounds nice. I think we can still probably make it more precise later. So what I will do is I will only keep the point that interests me, which is those quarters, this quarter here. And I will remove all the other one that I don't need, like this. So for now, it's just, shit. I've put some room divider here, so I'm not deranged by the TV. But now my cat wants to go out, and the window is stuck. So I'll be back. But it's raining, so she changed her mind. You want to come on TV? This is the most annoying cat on Earth. Thank you! Science rocked. Yes, Drew, thank you. We have a small dance from Pee Wee. She doesn't look very happy. Will you stop, Pee Wee? Say something. Yay! Oh no, she's going to attack me. Hey! She goes behind my screen and just try to catch everything that goes in front of her. Anyway, so I'm going to replace this line, no, this point by this line. So I'm just going to delete it like this, and I'm going to recreate the line here with F. Then I'm going to copy this and duplicate it with Shift D, and with my pivot point being in the center, I will just pivot it by 180 and just do the same here. So I'm removing the vertex, I think in English, and then now she wants to go out again. Cute little muffin, yes. You really don't want. Oui, il pleut dehors. Non, il pleut. There's like a huge storm outside, so she wants to go out, and every time I open the door, she's like, no. I'm pretty sure if I have to go again, she will do that again. So I made the shape I'm interested in. So now I'm going to, here you can see that it's not everything is on the same level. I don't know what I did. So I will put back my medium point. Okay, sorry, I'll be back again. There. And I will hit SZ0, and it will put everything back on the same level. So I know everything is flat. So I will also need to raise it a little bit to match my mesh. And then I will hit E and Z to extend my mesh. Your kid is so funny, yes. Well, it depends. It's funny and sometimes it's very annoying, but I guess it's what cats do. So here you can see that my normal are a bit messed up. So I'm going to hit shading here and recalculate. So now everything is back in order. And we are going to recreate the depth, I think. So for that, I will hit Alt E, region vertex normal, and go inside to create, well, the width, I think. And you can see again that it's kind of messy. So I select everything and recalculate, and now it's better. That's very, very, very simple mesh. I also need to add a edge split, so when I hit smooth, I can keep my sharp edges sharp. I will add a small bevel, especially on top. I don't need to add it on the bottom because we won't see it, except if you zoom in, and you probably never use the camera to zoom in the sailing, but on top can make the difference. So I'm going to sharp and create a very short bevel like this, and that's it. It's all we need to do. It's very, very simple one, but I like it. Sometimes simple is nice. I'm going to recreate the glass as well. I'm going to unwrap first. So I'm just going to cut here and here and here and mark him. That will be very easy again. And I think I can even make it better like this. And let's put it that way. And I will add some margin, which is very important. And because I use a very small space of my UV map, I'm going to extend it. So I'm going to put the pivot point to my 2D cursor here, and I'm going to extend it until maybe 4. 4 is nice. Pure magic, that's what you do. It's so good to watch you creating, Cici. Thanks you so much. It's not magic, it's actually very, I don't know, logic I guess. So this is the UV map here, and for the glass I'm going to select this edge loop here and hit Shift D, so it will create a duplicate, and while it's selected I will hit B, selection, so it will not now be, I'm deleting that one, in a different mesh cut. I will go in edit mode, select it and hit F to create a plane, and I will make it a little bit bigger like this, so I'm pretty sure it won't come out, and I will make it lower so it creates the illusion of our glass. I will then, well, first I will unwrap it, and it has a very weird shape, so I will probably use the project from view so it keeps its shapes, and that way we are sure we won't have any weird reflection. And then I will duplicate it and go in my wireframe view so I can actually create the one from below. But for that, I will need to flip the direction. So now I have one on top and one on the bottom. So the first one is the fang, so that will be 0. And the glass is the first one. 1. And that's it. That's all we need to do for the creation. So I can already import it. It will create what I want. And I actually have only one mesh to do, but it's very, very low poly. 200 is very low, so I don't actually need to do one. And I will have to replace the shadow load. And because the fang is 0, it's what I like to do with TSA workshop, because you can actually remove the drop shadow, so the fang, so the main cut, the mesh cut becomes 0, so then you can use both for the shadow load. So I use the same, and it will have the same shadow, which is nice shortcut. But now we will have to edit the cutout, and that's the annoying part. That's the difficult part. So first we are going to create it in Blender, then we are going to export the coordinates. So to do that, I will use my mesh here, and I will create, so go on the top view so you can see better what I'm doing. I will create a ring edge loop here, or a ring loop, I think, and that will be my cutout. So I'm placing it on 0. I will separate it by using P again, And then if I select it, you can see that those points will be the point I will create for my cutout. So while this mesh cut is selected, I will export it in OBJ, selection only, and I will remove everything else. And I will call it cutout. And now we'll be able to see that we can actually open this OBJ with the notepad. And here I have all the coordinates of my model. So I will remove this, and then I will use the replace option to remove everything that I don't need. So for example, the V at the beginning of the line I don't need, so I'm going to hit V space and have this empty. So when I click on replace everything, it will remove all the V. And then I need to remove this as well, which probably is the Z value that I don't need. So I'm going to put it here, and this I let empty and replace everything. And now I have the coordinates I have. The thing that is annoying is that all those coordinates are not in the order I want. To be able to create the cutout, I need to put the coordinates in anti-clockwise direction. So I will need to rearrange this coordinate to fit my anti-clockwise direction. I have my cat who wants to come in again. Sorry, again. That was very short. So usually what I do is I'm going to hide this and keep only the cutout, and I will help myself with the coordinate in this, so I can see more clearly about what is what. So this point, for example, I will hit Shift S, and here on the 3D cursor I will have the coordinates. So I know that this one is this one. So I need to rearrange everything in the order I want before starting. So we can see that the first one is minus 0.49, and then the Y is 0.49. So I'm going to look for it. Hi. Hi, Muffin. She's here. Sometimes the coordinate here doesn't match here. Those are the right coordinates. So sometimes the Y is inverted. I have no idea why. So I'm going to follow this. So I'm going to follow only the X. So I'm starting with minus 0.49, and then the next one is probably the same one, but with the coordinate positive here. Nope, it's not that. So first one is that one. This one will be for later. And second one is minus 0.48 and minus like this. So now you understand why I didn't want to do the stairs while I'm streaming, because this is very boring step, because I will have to rearrange everything, and the stairs have like a lot of coordinates. I think this is only, I don't know, maybe 16. I have no idea. Anyway, so then the next one is minus 47, like this one. And basically you understand that, no, it's not, oh, is it? Is it? Which, oh, I think I already made a mistake. See, because I'm talking, I'm not really concentrated. So this is also for later, because now we are in the minus. So it's this one, the right one. This is probably for the opposite side. So you understand that we're going minus, minus, minus until 0, because this will be 0. So probably the next one, oh, we can keep this that way. So next one will be 45. And this one is probably on top. 45, then 40. Then 34. Then 27. 18. And 0.09. So I think we are here now. Yes, or maybe not here, that one first. So we are here now. Now the next one will probably be this one. I guess I have to select it, which is the 0.9 but positive. So the one we had before here. And then on top it will probably have the same value of x. .48. Oops. Here. And now we are going backward, meaning we have 45. It will probably, because it's mirrored, it's probably the same order than this one. So there's probably a 47 first. 47 first, 45, 40. I'm sorry again, this is not very exciting. This is part of the process of making CC. Sometimes it's you know, boring and very repetitive. And 18 and 18, yes, 18. I am learning so much. Thank you so much for doing this stream for us. You're very welcome. It's very enjoyable. I was not sure I was going to like it, because I'm not a very social person, but it's actually very entertaining, and the fact that it helps you guys really get it for me, because when I started I had trouble figuring all this by myself, because there is no tutorial about it. So it's basically just trying, error, asking people, and fortunately there were some very nice people who answered my question, but you know, there is no resources of any kind. Since for studio forums have a lot of nice stuff. But what are you doing? My cat has allergies. She's not authorized to scratch herself. So you? No, not at all. Anyway, so we have ordered all the coordinate we need. So now we have to put it here. But I'll be back in 5 minutes. Just be right back. Don't move. I'm just going to wish good night to my boyfriend who's going to sleep. back. T'es trop forte. Merci Charlotte. Et n'hésite pas si t'as des questions. I'm trying to... Hey! Biwi! She's trying to catch my hand and I was readjusting the webcam, so... Thank you, Biwi. Assistant? Yes. She's very agitated today. So hi Syboulette, just wanted to tell you you're phenomenal creator. Thank you so much. And I absolutely love your content. Please keep up to the good work you do. Thank you very much, Simtastic girl. Thank you so much. It's very, very encouraging. Anyway, so... Oh, she disabled my... Yes, okay. My mouse. Hey, Peewee. Peewee! Sorry. Anyway, so, the cutout. Now we have the coordinates in the order we want. So we have to edit the point list. So here I'm going to clear everything and start again. So basically I will have to copy the X value here and then the Y value here. So again, it's a very repetitive and boring step. Sorry, my mouse is messed up. I need to... Where is it? Here. So I need to copy all those values in here. So it's very, very boring. So in the meantime, you can ask questions about anything else. So I can, you know, entertain you with some more interested stuff. We changed the hour, I think, this weekend because of electricity saving. I know not every country do that, and I'm a bit, I don't know how to say actually. Let me look for the right word. Put back? No. Move. How to say that? I'm feeling early. I'm feeling forward. I don't know. Sorry, I've never said that before. I don't know how to say this. What's your favorite creation you made? That's a good question, because basically any set I finish is my favorite, and 2 days after I hate it. So I have no idea. I think I really like my lifts because they are very unique. I really like my stairs too, because that was kind of my goal when I started making CC, because I started making CC because I wanted stuff for my home when I was playing on my game, and I couldn't find any stairs, any CC. I think I could download it one that was basically a recolor, but I couldn't find any, you know, nice design stairs. And so I tried to look how to do it, and I asked people how to do it, and everyone told me no, it's impossible. You can't do it because Sims 4 Studio can't do it. But I'm very stubborn, so I did it anyway. So those were my favorite for a long time. And then some people tried to do it as well, and they made it even better because they understood some stuff that I didn't got. So now they are even better because they kind of fixed the thing that I couldn't understand. So my stair was almost working, and now they're working completely thanks to them. almost there. I could never do this. Like, I can't even understand how to do stop motion videos and panoramic viewing. I'm not at that branch when it comes to this level of creativeness. Free creation of yours is the farm cottage items. Oh, really? Oh, I'm so glad. So like you like them. And about creation, it's I don't think it's that complicated. I think you just need patience to learn, and you also need to like doing it, because it can be sometimes ungrateful, because sometimes you spend a lot of time on a tiny detail, and sometimes it just works well. But when you start, the learning curve is very steep, so it takes kind of time to master basics, but then it's fun. Then it's really fun, or at least I have fun, except when I'm doing cutout are not fun. But I have to show you guys that sometimes not everything is fun, and also that some stuff are more complicated than it seems. So let's check that I didn't make any mistake. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm calling in French because it's easier, so I'm sure I won't make any mistakes. So basically I have 21 line. If I select everything, I have 20 line. Okay, that's starting wrong. Bad. Let's do it again. What do I have this one twice. And now you're helping others. Of course I am. There's so many people who help me, so I guess I feel like it's kind of, you know, the circle of life. I don't have the passion for it, even though I'd love to do this. I can understand that. So there's something wrong here. This shouldn't be here. So let's try and find out why. So this is 48, and this is this should be this should be on top, and this should not exist. So let's fix it. So I can see that there is 1 point. So you see why it's important to check. So this one I change. It should be minus and minus. Is it minus? I think so, because it's above, so I think so. And then I will have to remove this one. So 47, 45, 34, 27, 18, 09, 04, 0. That's the one. No, this one stays. I think it's at the bottom. That go away. Yes. Okay. Save. So now we are going to do the texture. I'm going to save first because, you know, that was taking a lot of time. You know what? Actually, we can probably just try it like this, just to make sure the cutout is right. So I'm going to rename it. So this is Dorian Leaf. I made a mistake on the name here. Skylight. and this is cheaper than this because it's more simple. And I have a new version of my naming. With colors, yay! Here, this is black, okay. And I think I didn't put. Oh yes, I do have. So I have to replace the normal map, and it's not interesting to put anything on it. So I will just put a blank one. Same with the specular map. It's not really interesting. And I'm going to save, and we are going to test it. And if it works, we are going to do the texture. So let's replace it. So it's here. And now I'm going to launch the game. Hi, what are you making today? Hi, peregrinations! Thank you so much for coming here. So today we are going to make. Oh, we are making. It's almost done. It's actually pretty fast. We are doing skylights to go along a set I'm working with windows and doors. It was something I saw when I was doing the living room, the galley living room. There was a door in the background of one of the pictures I used as a reference that really inspired me. So I wanted, and it's been a long time since I made some new windows and doors. So I made some. So let's try my skylights. I also wanted to do some round corner. Because I have a lot of round skylights, but alright, so Dorian. Hello, how are you today? Hi Mitch, thank you so much for coming, and I'm great. How are you yourself? So here's my Dorian. Oops. So we can see that the footprint is way too big, but we can fix that later. So, okay, something went wrong. We have to start again. So the cutout is not working. I don't know why. When I do some live stream, everything goes wrong. Usually it's like, yay, first time, but not today. Alright, so we are going to need to fix the cutout. The cutout is not working, so I made some mistake, basically. Probably some mistake. That's fine. Well, for the newcomers, because I'm a bit disappointed by my cutout. It's probably because I'm chatting and I'm not concentrated enough. I'm going to show you spiral stairs. I'm sorry, guys. I'm proud of them. I'm so happy it's working. So I made some spiral stairs, working spiral stairs. So I haven't made the texture yet, so for now they are all blank. Basically, you have the bottom, and then you have the top floor. Shit. Is it? Like this, yes. And it fits. And they're working. They actually works with ravaging tuning. So when my Sims have to go upstairs, she will. Oh, I removed the doors. Sorry. Sorry. I have to put back my doors. So when I ask her to go above, she will take the stairs. So there is no animation, but they're working. It's amazing, the big great addition. Yes, it's what we were missing. So my she's not sad actually, she's uncomfortable because I don't have any wallpaper, I think. Anyway, so we have to fix this cutout again. So let me just check it to see what exactly is wrong. You can understand what did I do wrong. Because basically it's probably some order. So I will need to fix the order. All right. So what was wrong? So basically this is minus and minus. Then we're going, oh, maybe we shouldn't be going down. Count, set 0. I don't know what's wrong. This should be this should works. Let's try. Maybe I made a mistake by copy pasting. I think maybe. Maybe that's the one. So just updated. Do you think they messed it up again? I don't think so, because my Spiraster uses flock cutout. So if it was the case, the Spiraster wouldn't work either. And we tried my other Skylight before, and they works fine. So I don't think so. Oh, this one. This one is not the right place. This is supposed to be here. You know, it's, you see, it's minus 40. So that's why. It's definitely that's why. So let's see. 45, 34, 27, 18, 9, and 40. 40 is supposed to be here. Let's try again. I guess the sound is not too loud again. Un coucou en passant, chef, travaille bien. Merci Julien de ton passage. Tu auras probablement un contre-blâme. So the guy talking on my YouTube stream is a friend of mine. And Sympathetic Girl says, I'm actually making a cottage using yours and Harry's. I already have the non-CC version of my channel now. I'm also building another house using your CC. Oh, you do have a channel. Is it on Twitch or on YouTube? I would love to see the result. And isn't the style of Harry and mine not bothering you? Because I'm guessing Harry is to Maxis Match CC, right? So do you mix the style? So it's still not working. Damn it. Damn it. What's wrong? So I still have the footprint wrong. And I guess it's because this goes here and then this goes here. So I probably switch this coordinate with this coordinate. We probably need to switch just one. I'm going to try that. YouTube. I will have a look at it. Definitely have a look at it. after the stream. So basically what it does is like when you put the coordinate of the footprint on the cutter, it will follow the order you put in it. And if it goes at the end here, it means probably that I have inverted the top left and the bottom right. So I will try to invert those one. She just finished making another Sissiko spoon. Yeah, I saw it. It's amazing. It's really nice. I love how complete it is. I haven't finished the Sissy version yet though. Wow. Can't wait to see the results. So but this I need to make it smaller. So it should be 0.5, I think. And so let's invert. Okay, let me think. Let's try that. We'll see. In the meantime, we can start creating the texture. So for that, I will take my mesh here and export it as OBJ. That will be leaf skylight. So I will need to apply modifiers and smooth groups, yes, and right normal, yes, include UV, yes, red material, no. Include edges, maybe, yes. Leave skylight, export OBJ. Then I'm going to open Substance Painter. Crossing fingers and toes, yes, exactly. That's the annoying thing about making CC. It's just going back and forth, tasting stuff. Okay, stop breathing, people. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay, well, I probably have to start again. We are going to try, maybe, what can I try? Is it? Okay, let's think. Thank you for the subscribe, Simsta girl. Okay, let's go back to the footprint. This was better before, so I will probably put back. This was here. It was actually making more sense, and here this is this. So basically, this go all to here, and then something goes wrong here. Oh, right. That's the one faulty. that's the one. I think. Let's try again. I think it's the 140. Makes more sense because it's the middle, it's where the cutout were going wrong. I think this one is better. Alright, in the meantime, I'm importing my OPG from my Skylight here. Alright. And we are going to make, oh! Actually, I have made her ID. I will import my texture from the window because I saved all my colors already, so I can actually use the texture I already made for my windows. So they will have the exact same swatches than my window. So I will click on project configuration and replace by the Skylight. Alright. I will need to rebake the mesh maps because you can see that this is from the previous mesh maps. So here, bake mesh maps, it's 2000 and I bake selected texture. Can we get the diffuse map PNG from Substance Beta without doing notes this in Blender? Yes, you can. This is something I learned after doing my texture tutorial, so I should probably do an additional video about that. Basically, you can export it when you export your texture. You can actually export this, so that, meaning the 2D view of your viewport. And to get exactly the lighting you want, it's the same concept that with Blender, meaning you can upload your own HDRI map here. So by default, it uses panorama, which is very contrasted and very strong, and that's kind of annoying for us making CC because it means the light will be very directional. Like you can see here on the UV map that there will be one side very bright and the other side dark, meaning that if you rotate the item, the light will rotate with it, so it will kind of break the illusion. So it's better to have something more repetitive all around. So the one I'm using is the one from Substance Painter, which is the Studio Wildlife, and you can see that it still have a directional light, but it's more balanced over the texture. If you're doing Maxis Match is usually more even more balanced and more flat because it's cartoony. You can use the one I'm using a lot. It's linked in the YouTube video of how to make texture. It's that one, and you can see how even it makes the texture. So now you don't have any side that's brighter, so you have less contrast, but then it's more how to say, it's more even, I think. So I'm using this one, and basically when you export your texture, so let's check. Yes, export texture here. I'm going to choose my folder. Right, and here in the output template you're choosing 2D view, and it will export this. Yay, it works. Perfect, Skylight. So now we can see that we can create, and 0.5 is not good at work. I need to fix. So what we see is that I can't do, even if I rotate it, I will have to create a mirror version, or I will not be able to recreate this. But because I will have to put all the coordinate again, I won't do it in this stream because it would be very annoying to watch. So this is something I will do tomorrow. For now, I will finish the texture so you can see the final results. Yes, finally, looks amazing. Do you also play House Flipper? They have a workshop where you can do much the same thing as you're doing now. I'd love to see you at in that game too. Actually, I do. And you can find a lot of my item in House Flipper. Let's see. I converted some, like not a lot of them, but I converted some of them. But it's not the same thing. So there is some texture I need to convert. It takes some time. And the way they are, the way we have to upload the file are really not easy to use. So it's very annoying. So that's why I stopped. But you can find some of mine, especially the Arno, because when I started doing this, I just created one. So you can actually, I think there's 100 of my item you can put on. So some clothes, some clutter for the bathroom. I think everything this I had from my Annie collection set. This was from the shopping set because I missed some clutters to make the decoration more lively, I think. So you have books. I made some books and what is not appropriate for, oh, all right. That's a French book. That's the perfume. I don't know if you guys read this book. It had been put because, you know, you can see a nipple on a painting. That might be shocking for, anyway. So I do have some item on House Flipper, but I stopped it, and I actually haven't played the latest DLC. Right, so Karate is working, so we're finishing the swatches. So I made the blue one. I will do the green one, which will be 6. And then the gray one, which will be 5. And the gold one will be 4. And the copper one, 3. Black one, 2. And the white one, 1. I just did a home called House in the Trinket. It up on my channel too. Oh, I will definitely have a look. Is it? Did you do this house in House Flipper or on Sims 4? So the texture I exported are in 2000 size, which is too much. So I have to reduce them. So I opened them in Photoshop and I made a shortcut to go faster. So to do a shortcut, you go in Window, I think it's Window. I don't know it in English. I think it's Window, Action, and you can actually set some action with some shortcuts here to go faster. So I have a resizing shortcut that will actually resize anything I put in here in 1024 size map, and it save and close. So when I hit F5, it'll resize, save, close. So I just resize, save, close. Easy peasy. Then I reopen my Skylight. I need to fix the misspelling in the title. And I will replace all my texture. So I think I use not pure Dorian. Leave Skylight. I have to put PNG. First one was gold one. Here. Oh, actually, I used the color palette. So to make sure I have the exact same swatches here, I can export, import, and save my color palette. So I made especially one Dorian. So I have all the color palette here. Apply palette to package is it's asking me if I want to keep the original one. I say no. And the nice thing about it is if you have some tag color, it will also save the tag color, but I didn't do it properly, so it didn't save it. So I need to do it again, black, green, and blue. So that was a bad example, but usually, you know. Anyway, sorry. Copper, silver, and white, and black, and green, and blue. So House in the Thicket is done in House Flipper and Grandma's Cottage is in the Sims 4. That's interesting. I guess you will love the new games that are soon released. I think it's Housetopia or Hometopia, I don't remember, and Paralives. They are very focused on construction. So for people who likes to build and decorate, I think they will be amazing. Alright, so I'm going to call it right because I will make a mirror version after that. And saved. One last thing I need to fix is the footprint. I think I made a mistake here. This should be 1. 1 and 1. Save. Alright. So I just need to fix this because it's bothering me. This is the best way to learn. Well, I'm really glad if it helps you learn. Will you be able to use these skylights on slanted roof? I don't think so. No, I think they only works on floors actually. So no. Answer is no. Sorry. All right, so actually I'm going to show you how to use exactly the same package to do the left version. I won't do the cutout during the stream because it's very boring, but I want to show you how to use the selective clone. So we just finished the package, right? I'm going to copy the file and put it in my recolorables folder. Now I'm going to open Sims 4 Studio again, and I'm going this time to use Selective Clone instead of create 3D mesh. So if I'm looking for the one I just created, which is Dorian Skylight, and because I didn't put any thumbnail yet, I don't have any image, but I will show you guys how to do it after. It will clone all of it, so not only the item but also all the swatches and the texture. So that would be nice because I will only have to replace the model and the texture will already be the right one. So let me show you. So this will be left, and I'm going to create my mirrored version. So I'm selecting everything and I want my 3D cursor to be pivot point on my center, and I will hit Ctrl M X. Because I've mirrored it outside of the edit mode, that's very important. I will need to invert the normal. So to avoid that, I hate when people do that on tutorial. I'm very sorry. I do that. Oh, my mistake. Let's go back again. Sorry again. It's very important if you use the mirror option in Blender that you do it in edit mode, because if not, the normals will be inverted. So it's better to do it layer by layer. So I'm selecting everything in edit mode, Ctrl M X, and you can see that the normals are inverted. So then you just have to hit flip direction. If you do this in object mode, you won't see that the normal are inverted, but you will see it in game. So it's better to do it in edit mode. So switch and flip direction, and same with the cutout for later. But this I don't need to invert because there is no faces. So I will save as leave Skylight left. And now you can see that it recreated exactly the same package that we had before, but I will only change the left version, and I will replace the model, but all the textures are what's wrong? Or maybe that one. Yes. All the texture are already in it. So basically I created a variation of the same item. I only changed the model because I switch it, I mirror it. Yep. So I'm doing the cutout later. Actually, I'm going to do it now because it's also very busy to edit, because basically what we did is just inverted Y. So everything here which is minus we become positive, and everything which is positive will become minus. The Y doesn't change, I think. Let's try. So I just edit this, and if I'm right, this is supposed to work on my first try. I hope I'm right. Oh, that would be very embarrassing again. Please don't mock me if it's the case. Alright, let's try. So, if we want to be able to put the catalog thumbnail, I will have to first put the item in the game and hover over all the swatches, and then the thumbnail will appear. There's no way I can make the thumbnail appear before launching the game with my item first. So I need to delete this one because I changed the name. So if I don't want to have a duplicate, I need to delete it manually. And then I'm relaunching the game. Never embarrass, it's learning. Yes, definitely, but you know, it's a little bit embarrassing. So the catalog thumbnail on Sims 4 Sims 4 Studio is especially useful if you have a logo and if you want your item to stand out among other items. It's why I use my small Syboulette logo. But also I like to help builders by putting information, especially when the item really looks like other items. Like for example, when I have doors and windows, and some are doors and some windows, and the short, medium, tall, I like to write it so it's easier for people to see right away what they are, because I used to download some windows and doors with nothing like that on it, and I had trouble because you know it's always not the right one you want to do, you want to use. We're learning right now. Thank you. Thank you. So I have my two versions. So now you can see that if I hover it, it will make appears the thumbnail, and next time I will open this in Sims 4 Studio, I will actually have the catalog thumbnail saved. So I just need to hover everything else, and while I'm at it, I will actually write it down because I didn't finish to put all my thumbnail on my other item as well. So there is this one, it's the single, okay, that probably is the short one, I think. Single, yes. So single short, I will also have to edit it, and tall, and that's it. That's the two latest one I made. So let's try it. So this one works, and the footprint now is nice to tile, and the other one doesn't work. Too bad. All right, I think it's probably because of the order. I need to invert the order, but then you can see what I'm trying to do. It will look very nice when we can actually do this. Pretty windows, yes. Except it doesn't work, but who cares? Okay, I will do the cutout with my whole brain, because with half brain where I'm speaking, it's complicated. I will, in the meantime, do the catalog thumbnail, and we said short, no, not door, short single window and tall single window. Let's try it. So let's me show you first. Short single window. No, it's not window. Was it the doors maybe then? Tall single window, I think it was the doors. Short single door. Yes, single. So that was short single door. So because I hovered it in the game, now I have all the catalog thumbnail that appears. So I can go to choose modding catalog thumbnail, and then I can import my logo, which is that one, by the way. And then I can also add some thumbnail I have prepared. So I have a series of thumbnail that I often use. So this one is short and a door, like this. So then it's easier in game to spot it and to know exactly what you are using. So same with my tall one, tall single door. I will use the tall one and the door one. Door. Where is the door? Yes, that one. Fine. And same with my skylights, where I have right and left. So this one is left, and this one is right. That is cool. I have always wanted to add my logo, and now I know how. Yes, so basically you just need to prepare a file. So the size of the file is very important. Let me show you. Where is it? This one. So the size is 116 and 116, and basically if I open it in Photoshop, it's transparent with my logo on the bottom right. You shouldn't put anything on the top left because it's where there is the range icon for CC, so you can basically use everything else. On transparent right, what size? So I will say it again. It's 116 by 116. This is the size. Sorry. This is the size for the thumbnail. Very important. It won't work anyway, I think. Oh, might work actually. Not sure. Anyway, it's been 2 hours already. Time flies. So we can either make a new one, maybe the big one. I think we should. And then I go to bed. We do the big one, and then I go. Because it's still early. So this one I want to do. It's very easy as well. It will be very, very fast to do. So this one is very big. So first I will create my new skylight. Save it. Alright. I will use the same. Oh, actually no. Because I think the thing I like about that one is that it doesn't have any glass. It's like an open roof. I can probably create both with light or without, with glass or without glass. What do you think? What do you guys think? Should I make glass or without glass? I think I like without glass. Maybe I could do both. I like the fact that it can be used as well as an outside stuff, like to create a pergola or something. I will save that so I can keep the proportion. I'm going to call it pergola skylight. I'm very bad at naming stuff because sometimes I just don't know how to say it in English, or sometimes I just don't know how to say it at all. Pergola skylight. Yep. Alright, so this one will be bigger. So the tile we have in Blender are the same in game. So I was thinking maybe 4 tile over 6 long, maybe. I like your suggestion on what you like. Yeah, I think I go like this. So I'm creating a cube, and I want SX2 because I want it 4 size, and SY3. That big, yes. So here I'm going to use the magnet with the edges, so I can directly put it on the right height. Both are a neat idea, but you should make what you like most. It will look amazing over top of an indoor garden or something like that. Yeah, that's why I was thinking of in top garden, something like that. So here, and let's see the reference. Where is it? Now I'm going to use Bevel to create the round corner here. So first I need to apply, first I need to remove this because I don't need it. I need to remove this as well. So I need to apply the transformation I made. And then I will select my 4 edges, go on top view and hit Ctrl B to create the round edges. Maybe like this. This, very easy. Then I select top and bottom and hit E, Shift Z, so I can resize. Actually no, I will actually use something that someone commented on my previous video, why I didn't use the inset faces, and it was actually a very good point because it's better, because when you resize a rectangle, let me show you, you can see that the top and bottom will be larger than left and right, But if you use the inset faces, it will be proportional. So that's better when you have a rectangle shape. Hello Sib, hi Sixim, thank you so much for coming. How is your day? Or night? Because I never know where guys you are. Like this. Then I remove the faces. And then I can just join back, top and bottom, by using my loop tool bridges. Like this. So we have an easy skylight like this, and I will add my edge splits modifier so I can use the smooth. I will also apply a small bevel on the top one here, and I will create my glass. No, we said no glass. I'm stupid, sorry. Oh, my pleasure. Today it's Dia de Muertos, Day of the Day. I'm from Mexico. Oh, how now? Is it the day where you have the very colorful makeup with the skull face? I think it's very. It has a lot of flowers. I think it's very cool day. And I think we are going to cheat it a little, because the size of this is, if I really want my skylight to be same floor as how to say it, same height of my floor, so it doesn't go above. But I like the fact that this is very deep, so I'm going to rise it. Yes, Katrina. Oh, that's amazing. I like the fact that it's very joyful and colorful. I don't like Halloween because it's scary, and I don't like the Christian Day of the Dead because it's sad. I like the fact that, you know, it's better to party, to celebrate the dead. Is it that mood? Are we supposed to party during the Dia de Muertos? So I'm going to add those beam inside, 4 beam, like this, and shorter. And I don't need this one because we don't see them. Just going to reduce them a little. How soon do you know Spanish? Yo puedo hablar español un poquito porque mi abuela es española. So, aprendí el español cuando estaba niña, pero le olvidó mucho. Y ahora cuando quiero hablar español, todas las palabras me vienen en inglés. It's very, very difficult. And before duplicating it, I will mark sim so I don't have to do it again. I was curious about how you say day of the date. Haha, yes. So I'm duplicating my 4 beam using directly the gx plus the coordinates of what I want where I want it to be, and I think that we are done. It's very easy, very fast. We only need to unwrap it. Que si lo escuchaste hablando español, no le hubiera imaginado. Yeah, wow. My accent is not that good, I think. Yo puedo hablar de todos de la vida de... Ah, damn it, I forgot all my vocabulary. It's easy to understand everything, but when I have to talk, I start speaking Spanish and then all my words come in English. Kind of, my English erased everything else. Kind of same with Japanese too. I can speak Japanese, but if I'm not in the country, when I'm in Spain, everything is very fluent because your ear twists to the language you're surrounded. But and it's same when in Japan, then after 2 or 3 days I can speak better Japanese. But when I'm in my country, it's, I don't know, switching language is difficult. You leave me with my mouth open. What are you doing today? So today we are doing some skylights. So we already made this one, the leaf one, and now we are going to do this one. So we are here for now, and I'm in the process of unwrapping, and everything goes smoothly for now. That's because I haven't started cut yet, because cutouts are very tricky today. So everything is good, everything is already in the right direction, which I like. Thank you guys to making my life easier. So now that we have created our model, we only need one because we said we didn't want some glass. We want it to be wide open. I'm going to use that one because it doesn't have any glass, if I remember well. So that will be Pergola. It's not really a skylight because it doesn't have any glass, but it will be easier to search in the build mode. Yes, so you can see that there is only one mesh cut, which will be easier to do. So this is Dorian Pergola Skylight. Here we are going to make it a little bit expensive because it's big, and I need my naming flag here. Very good. Sigo sorprendida que hables español. Doblemente, Dios mío. Muchas gracias. It's kind of cheating because, you know, it's my grandma. Wow. And she was so strict with me when I was little. Because when I was in Spain, I went to Spain every summer. And thank you for the follow, Carmine. I went in Spain every summer when I was little because she lived in Palma de Mallorca. And I wasn't allowed to have French friends. Like if I was meeting someone at the pool, at the hotel, because the only swimming pool was at the hotel, I wasn't allowed to meet my French friend. I had to be with Spanish children. So it was either my cousins or some random people, but no French allowed. I was so sad because there was a girl I really liked, and she had some. I was playing Playmobil at that time, and she had Playmobil, so I wanted to play Playmobil with her, but nope. My grandmother is very, very strict. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, I didn't save, maybe. Save. 0. Yes, that's big. So that will actually create kind of like a terrace, a half wall. It's tall on purpose. So we are going to see. Is it from the island of La Palma? Yes, it's Los Baleares. Let me show you. So this is Spain, and you have the Baleares Islas here. Here we see better. So this is Palma de Mallorca, and she lives in the very south here. This is the geographic minute. All right, the texture. So I need to export it in OBJ first. So export OBJ, and that will be here. Pergola. So selection assembly, modifier, group, normal, UV, not material. Okay. And then I will use, do I? I probably won't use the same, because, I don't know. Should I? I will use the same, but I will add more. I will add something, maybe concrete and wood, to go along with it, because if we want it to be used outside as garden or something like that, it will look better with wood and concrete. So I will import first my model, Pergola 1. Right, okay. Then I have to rebake the mesh maps like this. Sorry, I just got home. What is this going to be? This is a skylight, but it's something that has no glass. It's not a skylight because it doesn't have any glass actually. So it can be used either on a very hot country where you don't need to have roof. So it can be used in a patio, or in an outdoor garden, or I don't know. Just a big opening in a mall if you're doing like a shop on or something. I really like that. I have no idea what you're doing, but you have a soothing voice. Great for working, so thanks for that. Thank you. Actually, when I was thinking about doing tutorials about CC, and especially doing Twitch session, because Twitch is a bit different, I was afraid that my voice, because I have a very low soft voice, it's not very active like some channels I watch on Twitch. It's very active and people are yelling and they speak very fast and they're very excited, and that's definitely not me. I don't know how to do that. So I thought, people will get bored with my voice, and fortunately for you guys, I have a very strong French accent, so I hope this is helping, maybe, the French accent. But yeah, I thought maybe, I wouldn't be that active to keep you guys hooked. But then I noticed that my favorite channels are actually the ones that are quiet. So I thought maybe if I like quiet, some other people like quiet too. So Risty Singh says, at this moment the palm is having volcanic activity. it is not being affected by it. Yes, Palma, having volcanic activity, I had no idea what's happening this. I don't have news from my grandparents. And I have a question with the substance. I already learned a little to handle it better, but I have stopped at the time of picking the texture in one changeant development light only affect one side. Any suggestion to make it look more appropriate to the Sims? Yes, actually, I talked about it a little earlier in this stream. Is by changing the HDRI of your settings. So if you go here on the third display settings, you will have environment map. So by default, it has the panorama one, and panorama one is very nice, but it's light. The light is directed on one side, which make it not very realistic for the Sims. So the one I like to use is the Studio White Soft, because it still has some contrast, but it's more balanced. But if you really want something more even, like the Maxis Match style, I recommend using that one, which you can download on, if you go on my YouTube channel, let's write you down. I think I did something like that. I don't know if it appears on YouTube. Not sure. Yes. So if you go on my YouTube channels, on my texture tutorial, in the video description you can find the download link of this map, which is very gray, very even, so it makes the lights very well, even. We like you just the way you are. Thank you so much. That's very, very nice. I speak little English. I subscribe to you with Patreon because I use your CCL. Congratulations. Sorry if I misspelled. No, you really very good and right. And thank you so much for subscribing to my Patreon. It helps a lot. And I'm very grateful. So this is supposed to be the white swatch, but as you can see, I've added some dirt to make it more realistic, but because this one has more ambient occlusion, then the dirt is a little bit too much, so I'm going to edit it to lower it a little. So first we have this very repetitive pattern, and that's because of the scale. So I'm going to lower the scale so it have a bigger and less repetitive pattern of dots, and then I'm going to reduce the dot level like this, so then the dots don't spread that much on the beam and they are just at the base of our beam like this, and I will lower it like this so it's not that much. Right, so I will save it on the new folder, Pergola, okay. And then I will name it 2 to make the black one. And then 3 to make the copper one. And then 4 to make the gold one. And 5 to make the silver one. And green. And blue. But now I want to add more. So I will keep the dirt layer and I will hide this one. I will save as, so I don't override the one from my door. And what I want is the beam will be wood and the outside will be concrete, something more realistic, I think. So I think using this one. Wait, is it this one? I think it's this one. Maybe not. Maybe that one. Oop. Maybe the clean one. Let's try it. Might be this one, I think. So I need to scale it down. No, it's not that one. I think it was the first one. Sorry. Yeah. So I need to scale it down so I don't have that much detail here. So 3 is nice. Eres mágica. Muchas gracias. I'm already downloading it. Thank you. You're welcome. And then I will apply a black mask. So I can only select with this tool the outside of my mesh. And I can probably lower down the crack like this. Then I will add some wood. So again, this is my favorite wood. I think I use it on most of my items. I also need to put the concrete under the dirt so that the dirt can appear on it. So the cedar wood, I will scale it down as well. I have to remove the nuts and remove the weathering. I also like to remove the roughness down. And we'll change it to plain. So it actually looks like some beam. And this is a little bit too orange, so I will have something more desaturated, or saturated, more likely. And this is a bit too much contrasted, so I will lower the contrast. That looks very nice. That looks like something that I actually want in my house. I will also add a little bit of highlights on my so this I will multiply and I will put it in a bit of brown so it looks more subtle, and I can bring it back because it's not white, so it looks better. You can see with or without it how it adds some realistic details and some highlights. I will just create a fill layer, but with only color. I will use a very light brown and put it on overlay, and then I will black mask first, then generator, and then use the curvature map. So using the curvature map is basically using all the edges. So I will put it like this and add some contrast. And this is a little bit too yellow. So I want something. Actually, I will probably use something more discreet like this. And maybe put it in screen so I can have it on the wood as well. But then I need to lower it this. Nice. So this I like. So now I'm going to export several versions with several colors. So this one will be 8. I will do 9 with the concrete will be white and the wood will be very light. Something like that, maybe something a little bit more orange. Yes. So this will be 9. Okay. And then the 10 will be something maybe oops. First the concrete. So the concrete, I want something maybe beige, sand, something sand-like, this, and the cedar will be something like that. This is a little bit too yellow. I think I want something more gray. Yeah. and that a little bit lighter, like this. Alright, and then 11 will be maybe a grey darker, but not too dark. And the wood will be something like this. We also need our highlights to be less visible because now, because the color is darker, the contrasts are bigger. So something like this, more discreet. I'm lost in the count. Pergola Skylight 10. Okay, that's 11. And final one will be a dark one. So let's say a black concrete like this, and very dark wood, almost. So I don't want it to be too sharp, too dark. So let's take just a very, very dark brown, but just keep some black. So we need to remove more contrast again, like this. And that will be 12, I think. Yes, 12. All right. So can we change size in 2D? Like my CCLM is 124 to 48, but it's a pit box shaped in the window. No, I don't think we can. I think you have to resize it in Photoshop later. So what you do is you import your item, even if it's yes, in here, and you do it in 2000 by 2000, and then in Photoshop you can resize it. So you open your, let's see, I'm going to resize them, all of them. You go in image size, and here you remove the proportional editing here, and you can resize how you want it. So I'm going to use my shortcuts that are created to resize everything faster, like this. And now I can import all my colors. So first I will start by importing my color palette that I already saved. Dorian set, apply. I don't want to keep my swatches. All right, so I can already replace this one. So that's the golden one, copper one, silver one, white, black, green, and blue. And then I added some new ones, so the gray and wood, and white and light wood, and beige, sand, and wood, and dark gray and wood. And the last one is the black one. I think the black one is a little bit too dark, so I'm going to lighten it up in Photoshop. So by editing the logo, I will just rise the darkest tone, so it's not too dark, because in-game too dark item is weird. Doesn't look that good when it's too dark. My first item was too dark and too white, and I think when they have a little bit of gray and a little bit of gray, looks better. So now I will have to edit all the tagging, which is very annoying. This is the part I hate most. Here, yellow, and this is light brown, and yes, and gray, and white, and black, and green, and blue, and this is gray, and well, let's say both light brown and white, light brown and dark brown, and gray and dark brown, and black and dark brown. Okay. All right. I need to replace also this. Like this. Fine. And everything else is good. How about this? I need to put no normal. I won't add any normal because I have different texture. I don't want to change it. And oops. I think I replaced the specular map. Okay, so if you're not sure, you can always watch inside the shader to be sure that you're editing the right one. So in the shader, if I go to normal map, it's 9FF and spec map is 9.8. So 9FF, this is the specular map, the normal map, sorry, and this is the specular map, right? So last thing we need to do is to edit the footprint. But that this is something I will do outside of the stream, because as we saw before, it's very boring, and it's kind of well, actually I'm going to leave it that way for now. It's very boring, it's very confusing, and I require a lot of concentration to do it, or I make mistake. So we are going to test the item like this, and if I use the adjust footprint to fit mesh, it will use the outside footprint, so it will works. It just won't be around the corner, but I can still show you guys the item. So let's try everything in game. Because cutouts are very messy, because it's a lot of numbers and I need to concentrate, or I make mistake. You guys are very quiet tonight. I was wondering, guys, is there a day or a time that would be better for you? Because I choose that day because it's the middle of the week and the weekend is very busy in streams, and because I'm aiming to be available for most country possible. This is night for us Europeans, but the US can still try to watch, even if it's in the middle of the afternoon, I think. So I need to update after today updates. So we will need to fix those later. And let's try the one. So I'm hovering the texture to make sure everything works, and yay. So you can see, as I said before, that by using adjust mesh to mesh cut, it will actually just cut. I need to remove this. This is from under. It will create a cut that will go all around the item. So if I want to be cut exactly here, I will need to do it myself. So this is nice because you can create outdoor garden, and I like that from the inside. Whoa, look at the stars. And I think you can probably scale it up to make it even bigger. So that could be nice on top of a roof. And you can probably make it smaller too. That's cool. That's cool. This day and time works well for me. But I don't want you to lose sleep for this. We will adjust to your schedule. That looks amazing from the inside. Yeah. Love it. Imagine you put that on top of your bed, and every night when you go to sleep, you can watch the stars. That's amazing. The stars are actually something I kind of rediscover when I moved to Bordeaux, because in Paris you barely have stars because of the light pollution. So you don't see the sky, or you see the sky, but they're barely stars. And now I actually live in the countryside, so being in Bordeaux you have better sky, but being in the countryside, the stars are amazing at night, especially when it's very sunny and you don't have any clouds and everything. And this is something I had no idea existed before moving out. Well, there we go. That will be all for today. If you have any last minute question, so tomorrow I will fix the cutout of the last version. I will redo the cutout of this one, and then I can release this. So I probably release this tomorrow, the Dorian set, I think tomorrow night. And so I will also work on my Spira stairs tomorrow, and then Thursday I can try the new version, probably the industrial one. If everything goes well, I should be able to do it in one day, the industrial one, and then Friday I can do the wooden one. So maybe I can release the set on Saturday or Sunday. It's probably Sunday, because I don't know if I can do it in one day. I will see. Hopefully Sunday would be nice, I think. When was the last time I posted something? It was last Wednesday, so a week ago. Oh, and tomorrow the elevator are publicly released. So tomorrow you all be able to have the elevator in game. That's exciting. Complimenti. What is it? Is it Italian? And yes, nature is fantastic. My father is actually how to say it? He's very obsessed. No, he has a huge passion about the stars, and he's got a telescope, a huge telescope, and he knows everything about the stars, and he always teach me like the planets and everything. And sometimes he calls me in the middle of the night, oh, have you seen this rocket has arrived on this planet, blah blah blah. Like, okay, Dad, it's 3 a.m. thanks. So he's kind of a nerd of astronomy. It's very cute. Alright guys, so thank you so much for following my stream. Thank you so much for all your questions and for your interest and for your support. If you're supporting me on Patreon, which is very helping me, because thanks to all of you guys, this has become my job, and I'm able to do this every day, and it's so much more interesting than what I was doing before. So I'm very grateful about that. So I think I have some auto message chatting a lot, but just in case, this is my Patreon if you want to support me, but you can also watch my video on YouTube. This is also helpful. And if you have any question, if you need help, if you want to create some CC and you don't know where to start and you're kind of afraid, you can join my Discord. where we have a special channel when you can ask questions about your CC or everything, or you can even post pictures of your animals. We have a pet dedicated channel. I'm not always there, but I always try to answer, and I don't know if his class is still here, but she's also very helping, so I'm very grateful to her or him. I actually don't know the pronoun, because they are very, very patient and always try to bring answers to all your questions. So thank you so much for being here, and see you. I think Sunday I have a new one, so I will put a new vote on my Patreon tomorrow in public, so no need to be a Patreon to vote for my next item. I will do on Sunday. So next time is Sunday, and next casual one will be next Tuesday, if I don't change the hour. But if you guys like this hour, then it suits me, because it's not too late, and you know. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and see you soon. Bye.